WEAC is designed to support women entrepreneurs and women-owned businesses to venture successfully into business at different stages of business building, from startup, early stage to mature stage. Our major focus is to address gender barriers to entrepreneurship, as well as to provide a platform that offers various tools and resources to support business growth for female-owned businesses. Women hold such an important constituency. It's a large constituency, and I think it's important to invest in efforts that provide a bigger platform for them to participate equally, especially in business. Looking at the numbers, when you look at how women-owned businesses contribute to the economy in terms of the labor force, you find that 60% of the labor force consists women and women-owned businesses. So I think it's extremely important to strategically and very intentionally support efforts that look towards expanding opportunities for business growth, and also to ensure that women actually are supported to move from the margins of the economy into the mainstream of the economy. And so this is why WEAC is so much focused on increasing those investments and ensuring that women are given a bigger platform where they can gain skills, entrepreneurial education, mentorship, and basically become part of the effort to support economic activity in the country.
We are here at the WEAC offices, and WEAC stands for Women Entrepreneurship Access Center, and they cater to the needs of women entrepreneurs, taking care of training, taking care of mentorship and follow-up to ensure that the plans that women put together to run their businesses are realistic, or they come to fruition, and when they do come to fruition, that there is sustainability as well. So WEAC in that respect has been very consistent, and increasingly we are beginning to see very, very assertive and confident young entrepreneurs who come here year after year, and you can actually track the growth and the finesse of the businesses. They are becoming more specialized and obviously much more well known in the market.
When I was growing up, I really wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I didn't know exactly in which area. So this time, what inspired me mostly is the health of the people. The lifestyle of the people is, so disheartening. So it's better people start living healthy by taking health foods. I'm into honey production. Yet to establish my own beehives, which I've already purchased, and they'll be set up. But for me, if it's anything to do with women, I just go for it. So when I saw that it was a women entrepreneurship course, I just decided to apply, though I didn't even know what was involved. The course was very simplified and easy to follow. So that's why, even for a lay person, you are able to follow without any challenges.
My experience with WEAC has been beyond my expectations. WEAC has provided me with e-business tools, one-on-one mentorship, and just the information and education that have enabled me to move even just what was a business idea to all the steps required to execution. You interact and network with such a diverse group or cohort of students, and it's just amazing to learn from each other, to have mentors that are industry experts to guide you along the way. So it's just given me a lot more confidence as well in pursuing my dream.
Recently, we've seen a lot of focus around supporting female entrepreneurship, providing more training, supporting skills development, as well as access to markets and finance. But I think there's more that needs to be done in that area, beyond just ticking the box that we have more women that are venturing into business. We still have a number of barriers, one of them being that women still find it difficult to venture into some markets that are extremely difficult for them to penetrate. Specific sectors that have got major barriers that are specific to women. So I think it's important to look at those barriers in totality, but what is also key is to understand data for decision making, because if we do not understand, for example, how many women are working around key sectors that are profitable, for them to gain traction within business growth, it means that it becomes very difficult to understand the kind of traction that has been achieved. So I think having more information in key sectors, such as manufacturing, bioscience and biotechnology, knowing what kind of educational programs are being supported to ensure that there's efforts in terms of supporting business commercialization for these kinds of investments, together with the US Department of State, and also with support from the United States African Development Fund. So this program started in 2019, and we are currently in the second phase of implementation, where we have 150 female entrepreneurs across different sectors at various levels of business who have been participating on this program, which is a hybrid sort of program which incorporates virtual learning as well as on-site learning. It has been an extremely useful program because it's focusing on growing networks for women, helping them to have access to mentoring and coaching, and basically helping them through the process of developing business plans that support business growth. And so we're very excited that today we have some of the startups that have been through the program the last 7 months who are now pitching to pre-qualify for a grant award being offered with the support of the United States African Development Program. And they should be able to access between $5,000 and $25,000 US once they get to the final stage. So these are entrepreneurs that have also been through a very rigorous program, a training program that have exposed them to key factors that enable better success in venture projects. And I should also mention that AWE is happening in over 50 countries now, and we're very privileged to be an implementing partner for Zambia. We've seen a lot of good results that have come from this program, and so today is a very special day, and we are very happy with the progress that most of the startups have made this far.
I've had the privilege or the opportunity to meet some of them when they come here for the first time, and their ideas are all over the place. They're not very well refined, they're not focused, and so on. But with the mentoring and the interventions that WEAC has been able to make over time, the next time you meet them, and for me, when I meet them here again the following year, that to me is testimony that they've got the hang of what they want to do and it's working.
My name is Alice Muyambo, a visual artist and founder of Fortitude Arts Gallery. I create and sell abstract art mostly and conceptual artwork as well. I also use my art to advocate for mental health awareness. And this has been a growing process for me. It's been a journey of self-discovery as well. And I feel like at each stage that I get to discover something more about myself. The project that I'm currently working on is something to do with mental health awareness, which is a production of an art therapy coloring book. There's certain things that I thought I was aware of, but going through the program made me realize there's a lot of information that I lacked. And I am so glad that I took part in the program because it's shaping me, and I am very appreciative of the information that has been shared. And the process itself is, I'm a different person from the time I started, so it's a positive.
So the first stage is an incubation program which focuses mainly on training and coaching, and most of that is done virtually. So to enter the program, there's also a vetting process that we take them through. There's an application process, and we are looking for specific, eligibility areas for businesses that enter AWE. We're looking at businesses that have the potential to scale, the potential to create real impact, and also those businesses that are working in sectors that aim to solve some of the current problems that the country and the region is facing. So once they go through virtual and on-site training, they go to the seed challenge stage. So this is a competition phase, which enables them to continue working on their business plans. And through that, they are supported through mentoring and coaching, and they are exposed to various industry programs, and they get to work on their business plans seriously, developing their pitch decks and basically answering to some of the expectations that the fund itself requires. And lastly, we have the funding stage itself, where those businesses that have gotten to the seed challenge, get to be funded with support of the United States African Development Foundation. So these are the main stages that they have to go through. And lastly, everybody on the program gets to graduate. So currently we have 5 cohorts that are running, 3 cohorts in Lusaka, of 30 women entrepreneurs in each cohort, and we also have 2 cohorts on the Copper Belt, and that is in Ndola and in Kitwe. So the AWE program is open to female entrepreneurs at different stages of business, aging from 8 to 65 years. And so we are also looking for those businesses that are committed, to developing business models that are sustainable long term. So the only criteria is that you should demonstrate commitment to the program, to complete the 14 courses that we offer on the program in partnership with the Thunderbird School of Management. It's a very well put together curriculum which looks at various aspects of business building.
I'm the founder of Noir Blanc Africa Limited. Noir Blanc is a digital platform solution that connects service providers and clients, and it provides a one-stop, end-to-end connectivity and transactional solution. Currently, the platform is in user acceptance testings. We've recently integrated MTN Mobile Money, but we're still testing the platform, and we would like to also integrate Airtel Money. And recently, PayPal has come to Zambia under Flutterwave, so we would like to also integrate that as well, so that we can receive payments within the platform from anywhere in the world.
So in as much as they go to get sand from different places, so they get sand from Katua, they get sand from Kasisi, and that is incorporated in the price. So we go by the market price. So I'll give you an example of gravel. Say gravel is 2,600. That's inclusive transport. So if we have a client who's in Minmont and they're looking for gravel, won't pick a trucker from China. We'll pick a trucker who is in the local area. So we are very strategic in how we position ourselves.
So the benefit that these truckers have is that they will be found where they are, as opposed to crossing town.
Exactly.
To try and find the business and so on.
Exactly, and that is what we are coming in to make sure that even our clients, they are aware about that. Because sometimes when you're looking for gravel, you don't know where to start from. Where do I go? Oh, I saw somebody in China. But what we do is you can just go on our website. For the website, you can check out what we do. You make an order and we'll do the logistics for you. So all you are expecting is just your particular product that you ordered at your doorstep.
Okay.
One of the key aspects of this program, especially this stage, the competition stage of the program, is that it exposes entrepreneurs to resources that help them to critically think about how they can attain exponential growth in their businesses. So you find that once they go through the process, it gives them more confidence to present their proposals to potential investors, financiers. It also gives them some level of validation in terms of how they can penetrate the markets. Thirdly, it also gives them a lot of visibility because through this process, we also showcase their businesses. And this helps them actually to gain market traction. It helps them also to grow their networks. There's a lot of peer learning that happens through the AWE program. And it also exposes them to opportunities to network with entrepreneurs not only within the country but outside. As you know, this is a global program. and it's targeting to empower more than 25 million women across the globe. So that in itself is a great opportunity for networking. So last year, or rather in the pilot phase of the program, we had 87 businesses that had successfully graduated out of 100 from the AWE program, and 9 of those businesses had actually been funded a grant award amounting in between $5,000 to $50,000, and Zambia was one of the countries that had the highest projects that were funded, and already that tells you a story. So we've seen some of those projects, for example, in energy, projects that are innovating in off-grid solutions, programs that are, innovating in fintech, in agriculture and value addition. We see entrepreneurs doing more and putting in more in terms of growing their businesses and getting to the next stage. So for us, I think we're very happy because we've seen how entrepreneurs have accessed tools or have leveraged this platform to access other opportunities and basically grow their businesses. So there've been a lot of success stories, and I think Millennium TV has seen some of those success stories in your engagement with some of the WEAC women entrepreneurs, and I think we're yet to see a lot more happening. So for us, that is very exciting. We are also rolling into other satellite centers within the country, which will give us an opportunity to reach far and wide in terms of supporting female-owned businesses, within the country. We are working in about 7 provinces in Zambia, but specifically with the AWE program, we are scaling to Southern Province as well, and that is Livingstone. And so we are very excited, to take forward, some of the successes that have come from implementing WEAC programs the last 5 years. And we're hoping also that we could more intentionally go into supporting female-owned businesses that are struggling to penetrate certain markets. So we recently launched a program called We Invest, which is basically looking to support investment-ready businesses in raising capital. And this is a program that is targeting mature stage businesses in different sectors, including bioscience and biotechnology, water and sanitation, creative industries, and so on and so forth. So I think this is a major, exciting area for us, and we're happy to be moving forward.
I'll just encourage everyone that wants to be an entrepreneur to follow WEAC and register for this program, because it's a very beneficial program, and I've definitely enjoyed being part of it.
This course, is very expensive. You can't just access it that easily. So this was an opportunity one couldn't miss. I would encourage my fellow women wherever they are, if they come across this advert for WEAC, they shouldn't hesitate but apply, because I've learned a lot.
And I would encourage any young lady that out there who has an idea to take part in the program. You don't know what's at the end of the journey, and a lot of things happen in very mysterious ways. It might be the answer you've been looking for. It might motivate you to do more. It might open more doors to your idea. But the most important thing is you start. And one of the things that I like to always say to myself is, no matter how hard it gets, show up for your dream every day. Every day you wake up, show up